Okay, then tapas number 4. This is going to be saffron prawns with Romesco sauce. We're going to do it in a couple of stages or so. And first of all, we're going to make the Romesco sauce. So I'll show you how we do that. Don't worry about the ingredients. As usual, I'll put the quantities in the description box down below. So you can make this a day ahead if you want to. If you're making a few of these tapas dishes, then yeah, make it a day ahead. It's all good. So we've got some olive oil, some red wine vinegar, some chopped chili. We have some sugar, blanched almonds, garlic you don't need to peel, a small onion, about 80-90 grams that we're going to chop, some paprika. This is quite a large tomato. You can use 2 smaller ones if you want. Lovely fresh red pepper that I've sliced in half, and a good old slice of bread. So that's the ingredients for that. I'm going to get on and prep these and show you the next little bit. I'll see you in a second. Right, so this is the next little bit. I've got a shallow roasting tin here. I put in just a little drizzle of olive oil in the bottom. I've sliced my pepper in half, as you saw before. I put my garlic in, unpeeled, and the 2 tomatoes. I preheated my oven to 200 degrees Celsius. When it comes to temperature, I'm going to pop these in the oven for about 25 minutes. And then when they come out, I'm going to cover them up, and then we'll move to the next little bit where I can show you how easy to take an easy way to take the skins off. So see you in a second. Okay, so the 25 minutes is up. I've got it out of the oven, and what I'm going to do is just cover it with some foil while it cools down, and the steam from inside will make it nice and easy to peel off the skins. So that's that bit done. Right, so I've got my pan on a medium heat here, and I've got a little drizzle of olive oil in. I'm going to add my chopped bread and my blanched almonds, and I'm going to cook those over a medium heat until they are lightly browned but not burnt. Right, so I don't know if you can see that, but the blanched almonds and the bread is nicely toasty but not burnt. So I'm just going to just put these into a bowl with some kitchen paper to drain it off. In the same pan, put in your onions, your chili, and your paprika. Just going to reduce the heat a little bit on this. We're going to cook this now until the onions are soft. Looking a bit dry, so I'm just going to add a little bit more olive oil to this. I'll do it. So I'm just going to reduce it down to sort of 5. I want to cook these gently so the onions are nice and soft. When it gets to that point, I'll come back. Right, so the onions are about there. It's been about 6 to 8 minutes, something like that. So I'm just going to let them cool down now, and then we're going to put the sauce together. So back in just a second. Right, so the skins of the pepper have just peeled straight off, as will the tomatoes. It'll just slide right off like that. So what I'm going to do, I'm just, oh yeah, garlic, they'll just come out of the skins. So I'll get on with that, and then we're just going to put it into a very small food processor. Hopefully it's big enough, and then we're going to put this sauce together. Just give my hands a quick wash. I'm just hoping it'll all fit in my small blender. If it doesn't, well, we can do it in a couple of bits and then just combine it afterwards. So unfortunately, I've only got a really small chopper, so we'll see what we can get in. Tomato, pepper, That was nice. Garlic. 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 More garlic. Never have too much garlic. So yeah, I'm going to have to change some of this out. Come out. I'm going to bob this into a bowl. Most of it anyway. I want to keep as much of it as possible in there. Okay, right, have a bit more. Let's put this in. There's a quick wash. So whilst this is running, I'm going to drizzle in the 80 milliliters of olive oil while it's running, so we can combine it together. Wow, that's so noisy. I'm very sorry. I'll calm it down a bit. What I want to do now is find another little bowl so that I can put this in, and then I can blend up the other stuff that we've taken out, and until that's smooth, and then we're kind of done. I'm sorry some of this is off camera. It's turned out a bit more than I expected. Right, so let's deal with that. Combine these two together for our Romesco sauce. This is for dipping in, by the way. It's not, we're not going to cover the prawns in it. So you can cover that now, leave it in the fridge, and until the next day. If you want to make that a day ahead, then you can do. So I'm going to have a bit of a clear up now before we move on to the next bit, the exciting bit, which is the prawns. Right, so the next bit, then we're just going to prepare the prawns, and I'll show you how we do that. We are going to deep fry these. I'm going to do them in my wok, because I do have a deep fryer, but not everybody's got a deep fryer. So I'm going to show you how to do it in a wok. You'll need a temperature probe because you've got to make sure the oil's not too hot. So when we cook the prawns, we don't want them to curl up. So this is how I do it. Just peel the prawns like so. And then take a toothpick, and from the end of the tail right through the middle of the prawn, this will also help to hold the batter. Okay, so now that's not going to curl, he says. Famous last words. I'll do another one so you can see again. Shell off. Toothpick right up the middle. This one's a pretty big prawn. These are really big prawns. They're glorious. Okay, so as I say, the toothpick will give you something to hold when you're dipping it in the batter to drop in the oil. So just give me hands a quick rinse off. I'll get on and do the rest of those now, and then we're going to make up a nice batter. Right, okay, so let's crack on with this batter. It's called saffron prawns because in this little ramekin here, I put a pinch of saffron and put boiling water in earlier this morning, and I've just let it sit. That's going to give the batter a lovely flavour. So I have in here, again, I'll put the ingredients for this in the description. I've got 180 grams of self-raising flour. Yes, self-raising flour. And 50 grams of plain flour. So that I'm going to have a nice pinch of salt in it. I'm going to give it a little mix. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this and I'm going to sprinkle it over my prawns. And just toss them in that flour a little bit. This will help the batter to stick and not just fall straight off when we get to put them in the fryer. So that will do for that. I'm just going to leave those to one side. Give my hands a quick wash. Right then. What we want to do, we want this batter to be about the consistency of quite a thick double cream. So I'm going to use some water, but I'm also going to add a little bit of beer, some lager beer. So let's kind of get this mixed. I'll start off with some beer just to get this loosened. I'm just going to let this run so you can see how it develops in real time. I can't really give quantities because all flour absorbs water and so on at different rates. So I'm going to put this saffron water in, just rinse that out. It's going to give it a lovely colour and a great flavour. Okay, that's about the consistency of double cream. Right, so here we go. I'm only going to get one shot at this, so if it doesn't work out, it don't work out. I've got my oil on heating here. I want to get it to 180 degrees. Yeah, it's a bit over. I'm just going to turn that down just a little because it's just over 180. So what I'm going to do is dip my prawns into the batter, and then I'm going to drop them in the oil. Just do a few at a time. Those skewers, or the toothpicks rather, just make it so much easier to hold these things and put them in. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I just need to wash my hands. Give them a few minutes. They won't take long to cook. Yeah, it's doing good. Right, I'm going to take these ones out, and I'm just going to drain them on some kitchen paper towel. You can't see these, but I can. Right, okay, let's do the others into the saffron batter. Right, when these are finished, I'm going to plate this up. Okay, here we are then. Saffron prawns with Romesco sauce. As I say, this is a tapas to share for 2 people. But I am 2 people. Crispy batter. Glorious king prawns.